When the Detroit Lions took Hendon Hooker with the 68th overall pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, many assumed, what does his future look like, including myself? Can he be a really good player, or is he going to be just a backup quarterback for the Lions? Clearly, we know Brad Holmes. He takes players he feels are the best players available. He obviously liked Hendon Hooker a lot, but they signed Kyle Allen, who is a solid backup quarterback in this league. Now, what does that mean for Hendon Hooker? Is Kyle Allen going to be QB3 like Jake Fromm, Nate Sudfeld, or is he going to compete for that QB2 job? Well, we know the Lions love competition, so it's safe to say it's going to be to compete with Hendon Hooker. Now, let's get to what Dan said today about Kyle Allen and about Hendon Hooker in the competition that'll be coming up before this NFL season. Let's take a listen. And shout out to Eric Woodyard from ESPN for this footage.
Well, yeah, I would say that Hooker, no different than Allen, are competing, and the best way to help guys really reach their full potential is competition. You can say things, you can try to, the best you can pump them up, but at some point, man, you just got to go compete, and it's him or you, and I anticipate Hooker's going to compete. That's what he does. So, and I would see him taking another step up. Well, yeah, I would say.
All right, so there's the quote from Dan. It is not a surprise. The Lions' culture is competition. Competition, and that's really what all culture should be about, right? May the best win. May the best player win. There should always be competition. Just because of where you were drafted or how much money you're making should not mean you're guaranteed to play, right? And Dan Campbell feels that exact same way. So for me, who has been a very, very big Hendon Hooker supporter, even last year with the Teddy Bridgewater stuff, people would say, well, Jeff, he was so bad they had to bring Teddy Bridgewater from the streets. He was coaching high school football. They had to go get him off of his couch to play backup quarterback because they didn't trust Hendon Hooker. And my biggest argument has always been, I think that's more inexperience than anything. He just hasn't played really at all because the Lions don't really need him to play, and Jared Goff was healthy all year. But what this tells me is Hendon Hooker's going to have another quarterback he's going to have to beat out. And I have full confidence he can do that. I mean, think of it like this. Hendon Hooker's been in this system now going on 3 years. So it's going to be 3 years. So he's going to have the advantage. He's already been a part of the system. Kyle Allen just got signed. Now he's played in many different systems. So that's an advantage for Kyle Allen. But if Hendon Hooker can't beat out Kyle Allen, then he was never a good quarterback to begin with. I think that's a safe takeaway, even for someone like me that was high on Hendon Hooker. And I still am. Like, I think he's still a capable backup. I don't think that's especially a guy who's been in this offense, especially with the talent Hendon Hooker has. I know people will bring up his age, but at quarterback, who really cares? I mean, he can play till he's 35, 36 years old. So he's still got a decade left in the NFL if he is good enough. So I'm not worried about this. I think it's great. You bring in guys, bring in vets that can compete. And I just think with Hendon having the advantage of already being in this offense, working with Mark Brunell, who's still there, by the way, and now having a similar offense, which I think benefits Hendon Hooker because John Morton, a similar philosophy to what Ben Johnson had and what Dan Campbell wants in his offense. So there is no reason why Hendon Hooker should not win this job. Like, if he can't win this job, not only is it an indictment on people like me and Hendon Hooker, but also Brad Holmes. I mean, you took him 68th overall. He should be able to beat out Kyle Allen. And I have full faith it's going to happen that way. I just do. And people are going to still find ways to bring up, well, this could trade him. I don't think they're going to trade him. Based on these comments, they fully expect him to compete with Kyle Allen. They would be non-committal if they were planning on trading him. So I don't think they're going to trade him. I think he's going to roll with the Lions this year, and I think he's going to win that QB2 job. I do. I have full confidence in that. But good luck to Kyle Allen. He's a great golfer. I like watching Kyle Allen. But when it comes to this, I'm going to give the edge to Hendon Hooker. But what do you guys think? Do you think Hendon Hooker could potentially lose his job to Kyle Allen, or do you have full faith he will win? Because I have faith. Call me delusional, but I think he's better than Kyle Allen. Hot take? I don't know. Comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. on that. We'll comment more on it tonight, 8 to 10 p.m. weekdays. We are live Crunch Time Sports Show. But until then, like, subscribe, and continue to support the channel. We're about 80 away from 13,000, which is big time. You guys have been so supportive, and for that, I thank you. But until tonight, I will catch you. Hey, what's going on there? It's Jeff Iafrate. Appreciate you for finishing the video. You can check out one of the videos here suggested or show support by commenting, liking, and subscribing. And buy your merchandise, officialctsports.com.